What's up? No, I'm not gonna do that.
Wait.
I'm not gonna say what's up, y'all. Welcome back to my channel.
Be like,
Good morning. I just wanted to hop on real quick to tell a quick story. I gotta figure out how I want to hold this thing. I need a stand. We're gonna make do with what we gonna make do. There we go. I think we could do that so I can have both of my hands free. I'm looking real ashy this morning. I'm currently sitting here waiting for my daughter to get on the bus. Her bus is late, and I was like, let me just go ahead and make a video, because why not? What else am I doing? So I wanted to talk today about a time where I quit my 9-to-5. So back in, I want to say it was 20 what? It was after COVID, like 2021. I want to say it was 2021. I had reached my breaking point for the job that I was currently working. I was working for Spectrum, formerly Charter Communications, and I just really hated my job. Like, it every day was a struggle to get up and do the work that I was supposed to do. And I'm a hard worker, and I typically enjoy work, but the extra things that were going on in the department that I was in, and the company as a whole, really, like the micromanaging, the being blocked for promotions on purpose to keep me in the position that I was in, because I was really, really good at my job. And I noticed that because I was so good at my job, they didn't want to let me go. And I realized I have noticed that that's a common theme amongst other people, where if you excel in your role, they want to hold you there. And I was miserable. I hated my boss. I hated my manager. I hated the VP. There was no one within the chain that I felt comfortable going to with my issues. I even opened a HR case against my manager, and I found out that's not it. I found out that's a different bus. I found out that unfortunately the HR person had a relationship with my boss. Not like a romantic relationship, but they knew each other. So I got not only was my case not kept confidential as it should have been, but I was also in the process of applying for another job I had within the company. I had went through the whole interview process. I knew the person that was over the team that I was trying to go to, and they told me basically that I had a shoe in. But because of this case that was no longer confidential, my boss knew about it, they immediately put me on a corrective action. And so I'm on a corrective action. I can't move. When you're on a corrective action, you can't move to another position. They basically trumped up charges because I did my work. They ended up putting me on a corrective action, said that I had like a pattern of attendance issues or whatever. But there was no pattern. All of my requests off were approved. There were maybe a few times where I was late. I will admit that. There were a few times that I was late, but there was no pattern. And the last time that I was late at that time was months and months ago. So how is it a pattern? But anyway, I digress on that. Yeah, so I was blocked for the promotion. The boss knew that I had opened this ethics point on him. I wasn't shy about expressing my disliking for them after that because of the fact that they knew. So when they would come and they would try, especially after they blocked me, when they would come and they would try to like dap me up in the morning, because they would go around and they would give everybody fist bumps or whatever. And they came to me one day. Now I'm a different person now, but back then I was angry, right? And I was on some give people a piece of my mind. I'm not like that anymore. But he came to dap me up one day, and I told him, I said, don't come over here with that no more. Like you can keep that over there, basically. And since then, it just really got real bad for me. COVID hit. A lot of people were able to go home, and they let me go home. I had like an excuse for my children because kids were doing homeschool. All right, have a good day, Aubrey. Kids were going home, and yeah, I had an excuse to be home. And so when COVID ended and they wanted me to come back in the office, I didn't want to go back in the office because I didn't want to be around this boss that I hated. And I had this case. It was found out. It's weird. It's awkward now. I can't move out of the department. I applied to so many different departments that I was qualified for, right? I could not move. Every turn was blocked. I experienced so many different health issues. I've had anxiety, panic attacks, chest pains. I was hospitalized for chest pains. All the tests are done, and they don't find anything, right? And I know now that it was because of all the stress that I was under. I was under so much stress, and it was affecting my health. And so I'm like, God, I can't do this job anymore. I absolutely cannot do this job anymore. And I don't know what can be done. I'm trying to apply to all these other different places. I don't want to leave the company. I've been here for 7 years. I've invested a lot of my time. What can I do? What can I do? Lord, I need your help. I just prayed that prayer. Lord, I need your help. I can't do this job anymore. I can't. I don't want to go back into the office. I don't want to do this anymore. I need a job because I need money, but I don't want to do this anymore. This is too much for me. And after I prayed this prayer, God told me, quit your job. And I'm like, quit my job? Now, mind you, I got 2 kids, right? Single parent. The dad not helping. I got 2 kids. I got a house. I got a car. I got bills. Lord, what you mean? What you mean quit my job? What I'm supposed to do? What am I supposed to do for money? So I was hesitant at first. But I listened and I obeyed, and I quit my job. And my family looked at me strange. They're like, what are you doing? You got kids, you got bills, all of the things, you know. They looking at me strange like, what are you doing? Like, are you crazy? You shouldn't have quit your job. Like, you should have waited till you had something else. Like, that was the response that I got from so many people. And shoot, even if I'm being honest, the response I got from myself, I said that. So I quit my job, and thankfully I had a 401k, and with being at Charter for 7 years, I had vested at 4. So I was able to pull out my 401k. It wasn't much. It was like $16,000. And I just used that to pay my bills in the meantime. Now, I wasn't actively looking for work because I was trying to, I didn't really want to go back to work. I will say this. I was doing photography. So I really wanted to be on like some entrepreneurship. But what I learned in that time is that I I lack discipline when it comes to running a business. And so I was miserable even in that, if I can be honest. But God knows what we need. God knows what we need. Like, I don't even look. Okay, so long story short, because I need to wrap this up because I got to get to work. My daughter already on the bus. Long story short, $16,000 is what I had in my 401k. Still have to pay rent, still have to pay car note, electric, gas, cell phone, groceries because I didn't qualify for like food stamps or anything like that. All these things still had to go forth. Still have to take care of the kids. So I was out of work for about 4 months, right? 4 months, and all the bills still coming in, still having to be paid. And so when I get to, actually no, it wasn't 4 months, it was more like 6 months. When I get to the point where I'm finna like have nothing, like the whole 401k gone, right? I get to that point, literally out of nowhere, I get the job that I'm working right now. And I'm not going to disclose that information on this video. But the job that I'm working right now, it like literally God he designed this job for me. Because now I'm IT. I'm going to let y'all know what I do. I am in IT. I've been working in IT even at Charter, but not in the capacity that I am here. Like the way that this job is, I am valued. The benefits are great. They care. Like when I would bring up projects at Charter, it was like, nah. But here at this job, when I present something, they care. Like, and I'm not, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I know my stuff, right? Like, I'm not uneducated when it comes to technology, information technology. Like, I'm not uneducated at all. And they recognize that. They don't, like, I feel like at Charter, they saw I'm black. I'm a black woman, right? At that, I wasn't valued. Whereas here, they like, oh, she know her stuff. Oh yeah, let's give her a promotion within her first year. I got a promotion, a whole $6 promotion at that. Put me on a whole nother level in my first year because they recognized what I brought to the table. So I'm saying all this to say, look, when God tell you to do something, just do it, because what's on the other side of you obeying what he say, it's gonna exceed any expectation you ever had. Like, my mind was blown. Like, I literally, nothing, no more money left. Boom, this job, I was working on the phones. I was remote working on the phones at my last job. And this job, I was in the office. I was physically working on computers. I even took a computer apart. I built a computer. That's something that I've always wanted to do. Like when I was 11 years old, I knew that I wanted to be in some type of technology role, some type of engineering role, because I literally took our VCR apart. I took our VCR apart to get a tape out of it. And when I did that, it's just something about technology that has always like sparked my interest. And so to be able to actually physically do what it is that I've been trained to do, it just blessed me beyond means. I mean, never mind how much I make. The blessing in actually doing what it is that I have been trained to do. Like, it's just, I'm finna cry. But, yeah, God is good. Listen to him, because look, lean not unto your own understanding. We don't understand in our natural penny minds. We don't even understand what he has for us. We can't even we can't comprehend. I could not understand. Quit my job. I got 2 kids. I got all these bills. I got this, that, and the third. Even my family. Just think, if I listened to my family, I would still probably be there, even now. But listen to God, man, because he ain't gonna never fail. I have known all my life, he never fails. He never fails. We gotta trust him. We gotta put our trust in God, not man. And yeah, so that was my story on quitting my 9 to 5, my blessing on the other side. And I just thank God. So that's all I had. I just wanted to share that with y'all. I hope it bless y'all. You know, if you want to, like, comment, share, and subscribe. But yeah, until next time, be blessed.
You can tell your friends about